This video that you're about to watch is a long form raw audit that we did for a 7-figure company that sells fitness programs. This year alone, we did, with conversion rate optimization, approximately $15 million through A B testing for our clients. And now I'm sharing all of these insights through audits. So you can take these insights and apply them to your own brand and make millions of dollars. Please let me know if you like these kind of videos. If you want me to audit your brand or you want me to film different kind of topics, just drop them in the comments, leave me a feedback, and now I'll let you check out this video.
I just want to show you some quick wins. So let's dive right into it. First, I'm going to go on mobile, and let's presume that from a lot of the SEO blogs that people are hopping in, let's say the first page that they see is this one, or it's actually the product page, which is, let's say, the strength program. But first, I want to go into this. So number one is the search bar. And the fact that there's a, I would say, weird UI. The logo is almost invisible on the mobile, which is the most important part. I would just make this a bit bigger, and I would potentially add an announcement bar that reinforces trust and delivers the message very quickly. Let's say the strength program is 50% off today only. There's something that drives a little bit more urgency. Then this space in here can be minimized significantly. And the big one is, let's say a lot of people actually click on this. Here, I would want to see popular search terms that you can actually find in the backend of Shopify with whatever people are searching. And once a person actually clicks on this bar, it starts to auto-populate with some potential options, and then they don't start to think, and this is how you get them where you actually want to get them. And once they start to search, let's say would be strength, you start to offer them visuals, and it starts to auto-complete just like it's with Google. So this is something I would say rather small, but there are a few other big things. The next one would be the collection. So I'm seeing that we have a couple of programs. First things first, I would highly recommend you to shorten up and clean up this page so you minimize the space in between all of them. So then people start to see more of the programs. In here, you could remove 3, 4, 5 personalized plans, and you could put reviews on the same line, and you just say like 2 centimeters, and you can do that with all of them. This would be with the collection page. The last thing that I would highly recommend you is mention for every single program, what is it, who is this for? This is for people that want to lose fat, or this is for people that wants to bulk. This one, the last one, is foundations program. Doesn't really say much. So if you save more space, like I suggested, you will have space to add some text. This is good for X, Y, and Z. And now people know exactly where they have to go. Another suggestion that just came into my mind would be to introduce the quiz right here. Independent on where and how they are searching about you, they still have to be funnel them to see which program suits them. Maybe some of them they actually didn't went through the quiz. I already filled it up to see how it is. Yeah. Now in here, as I'm in the menu, actually here there was a bit more. Yeah. So this is the main menu. I would highly recommend you to remove the logo, save more space, introduce here the button to take the quiz. You can potentially rename this, remove the socials because we don't want to take them from their buying journey. And right here, we have a bunch of space that we could add a potential testimonial, which can be, I bought the strength program and I got in shape in 3 months, or something that it reinforces trust and that this is a legit company and you guys are absolutely amazing. So this reassures them throughout their purchasing journey that you guys are amazing and this is a safe purchase that is going to get them to their goal. The next one, independent from where they are, let's say they are not on this page, we would highly want to add visual here, the best-selling program. And this will redirect more people, and this will remove cognitive friction, which leads to more sales. The last thing, as I'm still on the collection page, I would recommend you to add a label at the top that just mentions this is the best-selling program. People usually go with the best-selling one, and there are a bunch of opportunities. So this was just, honestly, just the introduction, but there are just so many things that I could talk about. Now, let's go into the PDP. Here, there are so many things that you guys could unlock. It's honestly insane. One, I would potentially test even to remove this one because I wouldn't say that this might be so important here because this is a decision-making page. So remove this, ultimately you can raise everything higher. The biggest wins that we do for our clients is A/B testing. So I want you to imagine that this page is called the above the fold. 100% of the traffic is seeing this, and we have to make the most out of it. Actually, from here, 40 or even 30% of the traffic starts to see what we have prepared here. And there is a lot of good stuff here, but nobody's seeing this. So you have to maximize the the milliseconds that you have to sell your stuff. And one of the best ways is to use the image carousels that you have right here. This one doesn't actually tell me that much because the text from here, I don't understand if this is a checklist. Excuse me. I don't understand exactly what is in here. So a high recommendation would just be to test better photos. And I could recommend you just a different brand, but they're not competitors. They're just selling something else, but they're an example of this is a good example. In here, they show the benefits. They show what is inside, what they are going to get. It's free t-shirt and it's big. It's free t-shirt bottle with your first order. In here, we see that in the plan, or super, super low, I can actually see the trainer. I can see that what is included. You could potentially rewrap this package to make it sexier and more enticing just by labeling and mentioning that you get a free checklist, you get this, you get this, you get this. And then people are like, oh my God, this is such a good deal. If you would remove the 3, 4, 5, you would save more space. Then the price would be higher. And I would highly recommend you to raise this social proof higher. And not just raise it with like 10 reviews, but you could also add happy customers because this makes a difference. They are happy customers. They are happy about your product, about your program. The quantity here doesn't necessarily really matter for you. So I would make the button wide, and I would just make it black or something that actually pops because this is basically invisible. Now that we save more space, we can make this one more enticing by offering, let's say it's $59.95, and then we cut that price, and then we have the 29. And then we can say you save whatever we do the math for them, let's say $30 with this purchase only today. So we drive a little bit of urgency. Next one, I have actually a bunch of notes here with the product page. So I mentioned about the carousel images, rearrange the whole about the fold. This section just needs to be improved in terms of hierarchy. Uh, there's a lot more that goes into this. Savings that I just mentioned, and tailor the copy for each variant. Wait, give me a second. So here, right now, there's a lot of friction because I don't really understand what is the difference between 3, 4, 5 and this one. So instead of having them like a drop down, we can just have them like buttons. And we have 4 options or whatever they are. And we can just mention which one is better for X, Y, and Z goal. If a person chooses the 3, it's like if you want to gain results in next 6 months. Or the other one, the bundle and save can be for more serious people. We can just play around with it. And for every single button or selection, the plan that we are choosing, this can change the copy here and it personalizes for that specific customer. You can remove the share button because you disrupt them from buying. Now, there's just so much more that I would do in here. I would add social proof. For example, I would move higher the the name of the trainer, and I would potentially add it right here, like right below add to cart, or even above the fact that he's a certified coach and he has all these years of experience, and super quickly something about him that is like very punchy and creates trust. The next one, if I add to cart and actually buy, there's a question that goes into the mind of the customer, which is like, what happens if what happens after I purchase? So you have to tell them either here or either in the cart, this is a digital purchase and it's going to be delivered to your email after the purchase within a minute. So you reassure them and they know they get certainty. If they get certainty, they will end up buying more because they feel ease to buy. Oh my God, there is just so much. Now let me go into the last 2 things. This is the cart. This is, I would say, a lot of the people that get to this, they potentially drop in here or at the checkout. So I'm going to show you a few things that will help you reduce the abandonment rate on both. So this one, excluding tax and shipping, this is okay because you're transparent upfront. Right now, I am already in the cart. I don't have to have a button to view cart. So this is already a no-no. I would just have one button in here. I know that there is a cart page. I would actually exclude the cart page completely from the journey, and I would just leave this cart drawer, and I would make it site like way wider. The quantity doesn't necessarily matter in here, and now that we actually saved so much more space, we have space for upsells, which is like take the next program, which is actually will raise your average order value. Let's say if your average order value is $35, if we can raise it to 40, you're going to make so much more money from the same traffic that is being sent to the website. Next one is we can mention here what are all the free gifts or the good stuff that they are getting. Right now is just the program all bundled together, but if we can put it in here. You get the free checklist. You get the this. You get the this. You get the this. They are gonna be reassured. Oh my God, this is such a good deal. We show how much they save. We can mention the testimonials that are again another different testimonial with a different objection. Um, we want to pre-handle the objections that they might have in their subconscious mind, and we do that through testimonial and trust. And we usually find that through survey, and then we start A/B testing. Now, if you go to the checkout, this is a big step for them. The level of anxiety is super high here. So this is a photo right here that you can change in Shopify, and in here you can just make your logo a bit more visible. And two, you can just add like trusted by number of customers, guaranteed results, money back guarantee, and lastly would be to put your unique selling propositions right here, which is like you get support 24/7, you get coached by a coach with experience X, Y, and Z. So these were just a few points. I actually talked a bit more than I actually wanted to. So I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I have a bunch more ideas that I could share with you, and I would love to do that. But that's it for now. I would love to know your thoughts on this video. And yeah, have a good day.